Hi everyone, hi. Hope you're all well. Hope you're all doing as well as you can do, I guess, in lockdown. So I'm Nikki Thomas, for those of you that have not joined me on a live before. Sorry, my hair's a bit of a mess. But I am Nikki Thomas. I'm a career success coach and founder of Winning in Work. And I wanted to talk to you all today about saving money and about money at this time of us in lockdown. One of the biggest things that I've noticed that I've been talking to people about recently is money. First of all, how much we are saving. Saving because we're not going out and we're not spending as much as what we normally so used to. How many of you are spending were spending so much money? Even things such as commuting. I mean, we're not commuting as much, are we? So we're saving money in that area, but also especially, I know quite a lot of people in major cities, you're out quite a lot, you're eating out quite a lot. You are going to the supermarket pretty much on a daily basis after work. So also there's a big shift now because we're only going to the supermarket, say, once or twice every couple of weeks. And so we're actually making food at home. Another thing that I found as well is people aren't eating out as much. And beauty and maintenance, getting your hair cut and all that sort of stuff. People aren't spending that money at the moment. So one of the big things that I've heard from a lot of people is actually their ability to save money. So I really wanted to come on and do a Facebook Live on it. So let me know how you're getting on. Like, have you noticed yourself saving more money than what you have before? Because that's one of the things that we can go one of two ways. I've still heard some people on, online shopping and things like that and buying clothes. And hey, you know what? Do whatever you want with your own money here. But one of the biggest things is that we don't know where our economy is going to end up after this. So one of the best things that you can really start doing is start saving all that money. Start really saving it for a rainy day. There's a real saying with that. And definitely, take it seriously. It's a really, really, really good time to start saving all of that money that you usually would be spending on day-to-day items. I just used to just spend money every day if it was buying lunch for work or anything. You just get into a cycle and a habit, don't you, of just spending and spending and spending. So all this money that you are now saving, really do put it aside right now, because we don't know where we're going to be. I also know that I've spoken to a few people that are either worried about their jobs or have already lost their jobs. I know that I've lost a couple of contracts in the midst of all of this uncertainty. And it's a real tough time for all of us. I know that there's a lot of us on furlough, which is obviously 80% of your salary, but I know that actually sometimes a lot of us were living paycheck to paycheck anyway. It's actually still something to be quite worried about. So, it's one of those times to know that you're not the only person there. There's a lot of us, all in the same boat. We are all in it together to a certain extent, and it is scary. Of course it is. It's really nerve-wracking. But the whole point of this is that the governments are going out of their way to make life as easy for us as possible. Whether you are into politics or not and you agree with current, politicians, whatever, either way, our governments are helping us to sort of get through this real difficulty at the moment. Also things like, I've noticed that a lot of people have been saying this, so I just wanted to say that, if it's things to do with paying rent, speak to your landlords and landladies. If it's stuff to pay with a mortgage, speak to your banks. Exactly the same with electricity suppliers, water suppliers, council tax, all of that sort of stuff. Definitely ask and have that conversation. Things such as paying things off on a credit card, speak to your credit card company. I've heard that there are loads and loads of good news stories by asking, not even asking, but by explaining the situation. And the thing is that you can either suffer in silence, where you are stressing out and worrying about it and it's all climbing up on top of you in the midst of a global pandemic, which makes it even more scary, or you talk about it and you start speaking to all of those suppliers, because actually speaking to them, by bringing it up now, you are putting yourself in a really good position and you alleviate some of the stress. At the moment, I know that a lot of us are trying to take it all on the chin. We're just trying and keep our life as normal as possible. But our life isn't normal. This is not normal for anybody. So one of the things that I really, really urge you to do, that if you are worried in any way, to speak to people, whether you need to speak to your employer or you need to speak to suppliers, council, or even the government if you're self-employed. These are really, really big conversations that you need to be having. One of the other things as well is to speak to your friends. As they say, a problem shared is a problem halved. I think that's the saying. But definitely do voice it. We are all in the same boat, and I know that if any of my friends phoned me just to talk about it, I know that I'd be there for them in the same way that I'm sure that everybody else's friends are there for them as well. It is definitely a time when we can feel very, very isolated in our own homes, and we can feel that we're carrying the weight of the world on our shoulders, but we really are not. And one of the things that we need to get out of that habit is keeping everything to ourselves and holding it all in. What we do need to be talking about and talking to each other about is our situation. We need to start coming together, because just a few phone calls each day and FaceTime. I mean, I've FaceTimed people that I've never FaceTimed before, but I'm loving it, and I'm loving the fact that I just feel that I'm so close to so many people, yet I'm so far away. And I think that we need to get into a really good habit that even when all of this is over, and it will be, we will come to the end of this soon, and when this is all over, we still feel that we can just pick up and FaceTime our friends, because it's so, so important that we do that. So I really want you to have a think about your money situation at the moment, because it's one of those things, if you don't think about it now, it's just going to build and you'll worry about it further on down the road. I think you need to think about it now. Make sure that you're okay. Make sure that you know where all your money's going over the next few months, and that you just think what you need to get yourself through the next few months as well. Because once you've figured that out and you've given yourself some thought, it really does alleviate a lot of pressure and makes you feel better. If you want to, feel free to DM me. We can have a conversation about it. I'm really happy to help anyone as well that is feeling a little bit that all of this is getting a bit out of control for them as well. I don't want you to feel that you're in this on your own. As I say, money is a really difficult subject. Loads of people struggle with talking about it. I know for years I struggled with talking about it. But I know that we aren't all islands here. Even if we can't see each other, we know that we can actually have these conversations. So as I say, speak to your employer if you need to, speak to your suppliers. Think about what money you're going to need over the next few months, and make sure that you have got sufficient funds. And also, if you can and you are saving money, which I know a lot of people that I've spoken to are saving at the moment, start putting it all aside. Like, hold it. Don't go, oh great, I can go shopping in ASOS. Like, this is the time to start saving that money ready for a rainy day, because who knows what's going to happen in the next few months going forward. So I hope this has helped. Obviously I'm Nikki Thomas, career success coach. Please share with your friends as well that I know could possibly be going through a slightly difficult situation as well. But we are all in this together, and I look forward to speaking to you all soon. Take care, guys. See you soon. Bye.